Good evening in Japan. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody from the world. So thank you very much for attending this 40th virtual UNISEC-Global meeting. It's already 20th of January in Japan, but it's the first virtual meeting this year. I'd like to sincerely make a greeting speech today at the beginning. So thank you very much. So thank you very much again for being the kind of part of this UNISEC-Global meeting. And I'm hoping that you have started very smoothly this year in safe and healthy. And I'm wishing that you have a very fruitful new year 2024. So today I'd like to very briefly wrap up recent activities of UNISEC Japan and share the situation of in Japan. So I have about 10 pages of slides. I'd like to go through the presentation. So first of all, last year in 2023, we UNISEC Japan actually celebrated 20th of anniversary of the establishment. We have been active more than 20 years now. So it was a big event in Japan. We celebrated in Tokyo with these people. So the Japanese, UNISEC Japan's chairpersons, past former chairpersons were also present. So such as Professor Yasaka, the first chairperson of UNISEC Japan. And also we did celebrate 20th anniversary of CubeSat as well. In 2003, UNISEC had launched the world first two CubeSats. So we celebrated 20 years since then. And also after the pandemic, we had celebrated 10th anniversary, as far as I know, of UNISEC-Global, and then we held 9th UNISEC-Global meeting on site, so face-to-face manner, at the Cross Nihonbashi, Tokyo last year, the end of last year. I also personally attended the event. So these pictures are from that 9th UNISEC-Global meeting. And also today, it's a good number, 40th of virtual UNISEC-Global meeting. So that means we are continuing this virtual meeting more than 3 years, almost 4 years. So we are very thankful that you are actively, so much actively involved in this activity and communication. So with that, I would like to give you some more information about UNISEC Japan and slightly, about myself as well. Maybe there are people who I haven't met yet. So my name is Toshinori Kuwahara. Again, I'm the chairperson of UNISEC Japan since 3 years. So the background of my research, I'm a associate professor at Tohoku University, and I'm doing research about small space systems. That's the reason why I'm in charge of the chairperson of UNISEC Japan. So UNISEC as a main subject, again, I'd like to kind of remember the important points. So human resource development and technological development and outreach. So these three most important topics are kind of what we are going to be what we are thinking that's the most important thing that we are involved in space development activities and also human capacity and human resource development. So in Japan, UNISEC Japan is doing these kind of activities. So starting from CANSAT and HEPSAT training, hybrid rocket experiments, and so on. We have practical implementation activities of CANSAT, rocket, and satellite working groups. And also we have academic research activities as well. From these activities, actually, we have observed new commercial small rocket new space companies, and also micro and nano satellite new space companies. So we are very glad that this community is developing so rapidly in that way. So out of our activities, maybe as you already know, we have launched and operated these so many micro and nano satellites in the past. And when we look back the history of UNISEC Japan, so as I already presented, so it's kind of established 20 years ago, and in 2020 we have started UNISEC Academy. This is a space engineering lecture series in Japan. This is also held in Japanese. And then in the same year, we started mission assurance working group activity for the microsatellites. And also we signed a contract with JAXA, the Japanese aerospace agency, about the academic use and human resource development using microsatellite release opportunities from the Japanese experimental module of the International Space Station Kibo. So with associated with this agreements, we are now working on the Kibo Cube program, Kibo Cube Academy, and also J-Cube program. So as I highlighted, so these are kind of main activities of UNISEC Japan in recent years is the kind of main involvement in the society, in the community in Japan. So as the last information, in UNISEC Japan and also me personally, kind of working very intensively these three topics these days. So when I became chairperson of UNISEC Japan, I made several goals, and these are the three goals. So first one is setting new frontier development goals and further promoting the practical development, utilization, and exploration of space. So we set the goals, new frontier goals, and we kind of enhance activities and encourage younger engineers and researchers for the new frontier development goals. And I'm saying this is important, at this moment. And then the second one is assuring the safety and mission assurance technology level of small space systems. So we would like to improve the success rates of academic and industrial space missions in order to enhance new space businesses and international space education and capacity building. This is the second most important thing I'm thinking of. And the third one is the enhancement of cooperation between different space engineering, research, and development fields, such as satellite system, rocket motors, electric propulsions, planetary rovers, space architectures, and so on. So these are what I want to emphasize in the UNISEC Japan's activity. So best engineering missions provide best educations to young engineers. With this context, we are providing a KiboCube international space education program. So there are lectures publicly available online on the UN-USA homepage. So please look for it. And also JCube program. Sorry, these are Japanese, but the JAXA is providing low-cost launch opportunity for your CubeSat. And UNISEC Japan is actually supporting that activity under the agreements. So we are inviting you to apply for this program so that you can get low-cost launch opportunity, release opportunity from the International Space Station. We Japanese universities are open to help your new CubeSat projects. So then the UNISEC-Global is also playing a very important role in the world. So at the time of last year, July, we had so many local chapters and point of contacts. So the vision is 2030 old. So we have 6 years left. So within 6 years, by the end of 2030, we pursue to create a world where university students can participate in practical space projects in all countries. So I think we have many things to do still. So 2 minutes left. So as the concluding remarks, so Japanese universities and UNISEC Japan are contributing to international space education and human capacity building activities. And small satellites is becoming a major game changer in the world. So UNISEC-Global and UNISEC-Global are playing an important role in international capacity building with 20 years of histories. So this community has 20 years of history. So I would like to that you know about it, and then we want to work together and enjoy the next new 20 years altogether. And then Japanese industry, academia, and government cooperation. So UNISEC is NPO and NGO, non-governmental, non-profit organization. Industry and government means JAXA. So we are supporting your space development activity. So we are very welcome that you work very closely together with us in the future. So this is my last message. With that, I'd like to finish my presentation and the New Year's greeting. So here are some links about the important topics I mentioned. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much for your listening.